Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to demo how to create an angel sleeves through draping techniques. An angel sleeves are a style of sleeves that are not pleated in the arm. Instead, they are cut with lots of extra material so they appear like wings. And the length of the angel sleeves vary widely. Some are below the elbow, some end above the elbow, and there are few which cover the full arm. And in some of the traditional angel sleeves, if they have extra material, it used to be so long that it could trail on the floor. So before we begin, here are the materials needed for the activity. First is the dress form, and then you have to prepare pins, and of course pin cushion. To measure your fabric, you have to measure your desired length on the sleeves and as well as what type of bodies you want. So as for this demo, I plan to create an empire cut. So I have this measurement, 30 inches by 24 inches.
For the draping process, first you need to have your dress form with arm sleeve, and then the fabric block that you prepared. You pin the 1 inch allowance and then giving enough space for the neckline, and then you pin it in the middle. Since it's going to be a symmetrical design, you don't need to drape both sides, so one side is enough. After pinning, you can smoothen, snip, and cut the neckline in order to create the neckline smoothly. And then pin it in place. Next is you smooth it on the bust line to the side seam and then pin it in place, leaving the excess fabric in the middle. This excess fabric can either be made as a dart or you can make multiple darts depending on the design that you want. As for me, I wanted to create a multiple dart for this one, so I'm going to pin it this way. It's completely up to you how do you want to design it, but this is one of the process in order to remove the excess on that side. And this is a empire cut. I will just gonna cut it on the waistline because it's an inch allowance for the empire cut, and then cut the excess fabric. In this, I am fixing the pins. Once it's ready, I mark the desired neckline, the side seam, and the waist for the lower part below the boob for the empire cut. Next is the sleeves. Now we move on to this, and then after aligning, you either choose the length and then pin where the length is for your desired sleeves, and then mark the middle part of it on the dress form. And then after marking, you can cut and give enough excess fabric on your desired design and length of the angel sleeves. After that, you can now remove the entire toile from the dress form, marking those necessary places to mark it, and then drew the markings on your toile. This is to ensure that you have a straight line and proper curves. After you finish your you move on to putting it back on the dress form and starting on the back bodies. The process is basically the same with the front bodies. So this version is going to be a faster mode than the first one with lesser explanation of the process since it's already been explained earlier. Note that because there's no bust line on the back bodies, there's lesser excess fabric. So the dart intake is going to be lesser compared to the front bodies. So as for this design, I only have one dart for my back bodies. Now after pinning the back bodies, you pin the front bodies on top of the back bodies in order to align it from the front to back, and then marking it based on the front bodies. And just like earlier, after you finish marking and cutting on the desired design, you remove it from the toile. The toile needs to be removed from the dress form and then through using a ruler. Snipping and removing excess fabric. Then pinning it back on the dress form to make sure that the front and the back are completely aligned. And then you pin the front bodies over the back bodies, both on the sleeves and on the side seam. And then cutting on the excess fabrics.
Now there you have it. You already have an angel sleeves. And that's the end of this demo. Thank you so much.